talk about lint.
In our daily existence, we confront the mundane in a very passive manner. If we were to examine the seemingly uninteresting, we would be surprised to find that there is more to these subjects than meets the eye. There can be found inspiration, beauty, danger, and intrigue.
Look! Lint.
Lint, epic documentary. What is lint?
Lint is the fibers that come off clothing and fabric.
I think you get that in your belly button, right?
In the fire service, it would be some sort of finely divided fiber or solid materials.
The fuzzy stuff that comes off of your clothes when you put them in the dryer.
Fibrous product broken down from material that is washed and dried.
Just out of one screen, you can get a handful about like this.
I've been a lint hater most of my life.
Lint can be a common occurrence in belly buttons, between toes, in pockets, and of course, dryer lint. Not many people know that dryer lint is the most dangerous form of lint. In our daily environment, we are surrounded by this fibrous byproduct. We frequently deal with lint without even thinking twice.
I deal with lint in my profession on a daily basis.
Every stinking day. I clean the lint trap. That's an annoyance. It's a pain in the butt.
The fabrics that release the most lint are cottons, terry cloth like your towels, your sheets. Those type of things will release more lint.
Surely, lint is not alone. There must be some relatives contributing to our lives. Cousins of lint. The dust bunny is made up of dust accumulating in neglected areas and vacuum bags. Its predecessor, dust, is made up of fine pieces of dirt, skin, and small fibers. Cobwebs are abandoned spider webs that are little more than a sticky trap for floating particles in the air. Hair left by animals is another common occurrence that we tend to overlook. We all contribute to the final member of the lint family.
It's so difficult to get the hair collected and thrown away. It seems easier to take care of the lint than it does the hair.
With this large of a family floating around, how could we possibly keep ourselves lint-free? Nemesis of lint. Lint clings to us whether we notice it or not.
If it was attached to your clothes, then you would probably use a lint removing tool.
My lint weapon of choice is the lint roller.
Water, moisture.
If it's on carpeting, I use the vacuum cleaner. When it's on clothing or in the car, I use those lint rollers.
The first effective tool in our arsenal of lint weapons is the lint roller, which utilizes adhesive to pick up particles. Lint brushes serve as a second defense by sweeping away unwanted fluff.
We all have lint brushes. I have them in all the cars. I have them downstairs. I have them upstairs.
A necessity in every household is the lint trap. This trap captures lint.
Lint screen is about the best effective way of removing lint.
The lint filter prevents lint from becoming airborne, thus hindering the likelihood of respiratory problems. The dust mop could be considered the heavy artillery in the battle against lint. With all of these weapons against lint, one would think that we were in control. Dangers of lint.
A woman came in, she was in her mid-70s. She had complained to her physician for a couple of weeks of abdominal pain. She had a ridge of tissue that had folded over onto itself right about the belly button region. When this physician tried to peel the skin back to see where this abscess was, it caused the woman some pain. And not being into torture, she decided she'd go ahead and take her to the operating room. We admitted the patient to the hospital, got an IV started on her upper belly. I started pulling this schmutz out, is the best way to describe it. It smelled like rotten flesh. We had basically done surgery with no incision. We sent all of the stuff off to pathology, and it came back that it was lint that had been collecting in her belly for probably 3 to 6 months. So always clean your belly button in the shower.
At the theater where I work, the way that the dryers are vented, sometimes the lint gets blown into the air. And I have a sneaking suspicion that that could cause some respiratory issues. Lint is breathed in constantly.
I was helping my mother clean rugs. And you know, when you wash rugs and you dry them, sometimes lint clumps up on them. I was doing this for about 15, 20 minutes, and I found myself getting physically ill. I was having a headache, I was getting nauseous.
However, lint is not only a hygienic danger.
There's a large paper processing company in the community where I work, and there was a gentleman who actually died from burns that were sustained when he was trying to clean a small lint fire out of a large accumulator. He went to extinguish it with a hose, and actually what he did was he kicked up the lint, creating a dust cloud, so to speak. It wasn't out completely then. An explosion or a rapid acceleration of burning occurred of the lint, and it consumed him. He died in a hospital about 3 days later.
Approximately 17,000 fires are caused each year by lint.
Guys, come on, get some lint.
There is a lighter, more colorful side to our study of lint. Fun with lint. Many people have found lint to be inspiring. Lint, used creatively, can produce pieces of art, household crafts, and even items of clothing.
Artists have actually made lint art.
It's like somebody taking trash and using it in their art.
People can find something artistic in something that seems so mundane and daily.
Such an instance of inspiration would be the creation of a lint musical.
I've been to many musicals based on far more obscure things.
So how much did it cost, scumbag?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does this look familiar?
Whoa, I don't know what that
Are
is.
you planning on having any fun?
How do you have fun with lint?
2 cups of lint, a 1/3 cup of warm water, 6 tablespoons of white glue, 1 tablespoon of clear dishwashing liquid, and food coloring are ingredients for making lint clay.
Depends on what you make out of it. Teddy bears, maybe?
Don't throw out any old stuffed animal. Rejuvenate him by opening the back seam and restuffing with lint. Now it is a question of worth. Is lint good or is it bad?
I hate lint. Always having to empty it out. Always a menace.
From a personal viewpoint, I really enjoy cleaning the lint filter out of the dryer at home. It's something that I relish.
And, you know, it's part of my job to get rid of it, not to play with it.
I would love a lint-free world, but it's not going to happen.
It's a necessary byproduct of washing clothes, so it's good.
Lint's bad, definitely, but there's no way to get around it.
I've had people fill my office with lint. I've had people send me lint in the mail. It's the only thing that I'm afraid of.
Lint has been transformed into an extraordinary entity. Is the once mundane now much more than that?
Lint in your pockets and your navel too. Lint on your clothes and in your shoes. Lint on the carpet in the washing machine. Lint in your undies, red, blue, and green. Lint, lint, what are you? Lint, lint, what do we do with lint? Everywhere, on the floor, on the chair, because lint is dangerous if you don't stop it in time. So listen to this funky lint rock rhyme. This is the Lint song. Everybody sing along until the break of dawn. Lint, lint, lint.
Well, you know, I have to be honest with you. I've never considered a song about lint.